Hi, it's Michelle Carter here, and we're here to talk to you on the Real Talk for DONs. As you know, I am Michelle Carter, and I'm the owner of MCB Nurse Consultant, where we help directors and nurses in long-term care to overcome the frustration and exhaustion of having to do it all. We teach them leadership development by utilizing personality science and emotional intelligence so they can have better personal, professional, and clinical outcomes. Before we get started, if you don't mind taking an extra 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, an extra minute, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, MCB Nurse Consultant, where you'll be able to watch the Real Talk for DONs anytime you want to. So today, let's talk. This is the Real Talk for the DONs. It's at the end of the year, and there's been so much changes in healthcare this year, and so many things that's coming down the line. But today, I want to talk to you as a director of nursing as what are you doing to get ready for 2025? And are you looking back of what happened for 2024? I want you to remember that 2024 has been a hectic year for a lot of us. We had a lot of changes happening. They initiated and talked to us about having a nationwide PPD that may help some of us and may hurt some of us. I know for me personally in 24, we had, and here in the state of Pennsylvania, we have statewide staffing ratios that help some of us and it hurts some of us. There has been several nursing facilities have closed here in the state of Pennsylvania. Probably at least 400 in the last in the state. So that can be a very traumatic to be a DON and realize that the facility down the street's closing. Is your facility the one to close? What's going to happen? Are those residents going to have to come here? Do I have the staff to take care of them? Am I able to meet the ratio? So it has been a lot in 2024 for us to deal with. But one thing we've gotten over the pandemic. But are we truly out of our crisis mode? I'm going to be honest. Some of us have been in a crisis mode for the last 3 years because that's how we were programmed from the pandemic. But now it's time for us to relax and get back to the new normal or the old normal and get back to what we know how to do best and to lead our teams. But what can you pat yourself on the back for 2024? All your small accomplishments, pat yourself on the back. You know, did you have a great survey? Pat yourself on the back. Was the survey okay? Still pat yourself on the back. Did you make a survey, had a couple citations, but you had no harm? Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back if you were able to have a vacation this year. Pat yourself on the back if you were able to retain staff. Pat yourself on the back if you were just able to make it through the year, 1 year as a director of nursing. Pat yourself on the back. We don't pat ourselves on the back enough. And I want you to take that time to pat yourself on the back at the end of this year for all the things that you've accomplished. All the shifts that you picked up, all the medication cards that you had to pass, all the times you had to talk to your team members or talk to a family member, or you had to counsel your supervisor. Pat yourself on the back for each and every one of those times because you accomplished them. You were strong, you were resilient, you were humble, and you were a leader that you accomplished it, and you deserve to pat yourself on the back. And I want to tell you, as being a director of nursing myself and helping and coaching directors of nurses, this is not an easy job. And I'm never going to tell people it is an easy job, but it's a challenging job and it's a rewarding job because when you see the smile of that resident that they were able to get the care that they need, or you see your team members interacting with your residents, that's why we're all here. That's why we take care. That's why we strive so hard to have the good outcomes. But today I just want to tell you, pat yourself on the back because you made it. You made it through 24. We're going into 25, and we're going to be talking in 25 what we're going to do different, what plans are we going to do, how we're going to be able to engage with our teams better, and just realize what's coming down the road next. We have no idea what can be coming down the road next when it comes to healthcare. We don't know how things are going to change. And I don't want it to start getting political about it, because everybody has different political views. But we're really going into an undecided, unclear path. But what we do know is no matter what they give us, we are nurses, we are directors of nurses, and we are resilient. And we are going to be able to take care of our residents and do the best job possibly that we can do. There are strategies that we can come up with to retain our staff. There are going to be and we'll be able to do that. If they do come up with a statewide PPD, what are we going to do? We're going to have to try to deal with it. But we're going to try to work together and be able to have good strategies to keep staff, to retain staff, and also to recruit staff. What else have you accomplished in 2024? Were you able to recruit department heads or a ADON, a nurse manager? If you were, pat yourself on the back. Were you able to help them grow into their position? If you were able to do that, pat yourself on the back. Were you able to interact with your colleagues better? Pat yourself on the back. Were you able to build stronger relationships? Pat yourself on the back. Again, whatever that you accomplished this year, pat yourself on the back. We have to remember to give ourselves grace and give ourselves the accolades that we deserve as nurses and directors of nurses. Because sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed with the bad things, we don't look at the good things. Remember, the glass is always half full. It's never half empty. There's always a silver lining on everything that we do, and there's always a positive from everything that we do. We want you to be able, we want you to be able to have that attitude and have that mindset for yourself and for your team. Again, this is real talk for directors and nurses. I don't want to stay on here too long. I just want to tell you, as we come into the end of the year, to remember what you have accomplished in 2024 and pat yourself on the back for it. And be thankful. Be thankful for the blessings that you've gotten for 2024, and be optimistic and ready for the opportunities in healthcare in 2025. Remember that you are a resilient DON, that you are a strong leader, and you can lead your team. You are the captain of your ship, and whatever waters we may have to sail through in 25, you're going to hold on to that ship and get the life jackets ready for your team, and we're going to continue to sail, because we have to get our residents the care that they deserve. And if we don't do it, who will? Have a great holiday season. If I don't talk to you, have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. And remember, don't forget to pat yourself on the back. Be thankful for 2024 and so excited for 25. And just be ready and buckle up, because 25 is going to be the year. They say it was the year of the nurse, or nurses made a difference for 2024. That was the goal for Nurses Week, Nurses Month. Nurses Make a Difference. Well, for 2025, we're going to claim it. It's the year of the DON. And we are going to come into 25 strong. All my directors and nurses in long-term care. We're claiming it as our year, and we're going to have great outcomes. We're going to build ourselves up. We're going to be able to have accomplishment, and we are going to be resilient, and we're going to be great leaders, and we're going to have staff, and it's going to be our year. The trajectory is going to change for directors and nurses in 25. We are manifesting that for our directors and nurses. Again, have a great year. Have a happy New Year's, and I'll see you soon. This is Michelle Carter from MCB Nurse Consultant, and this is the Real Talk for DONs.